Good morning, welcome back to Use for Personal Trainers. We're just having a little chat this morning regarding food and nutrition. So we're not going to actually do any exercises today, I don't think. So it's just a quick one. A few people yesterday apparently liked my little chat about food and obviously water, and the fact that sometimes, very often, that hunger can be mistaken for thirst. And with that in mind, what sometimes people will tell you is to have a glass of water, leave it 20 minutes. If your hunger subsides, then chances are it was thirst. And and again, those people that perhaps piling a few pounds on through perhaps snacking through boredom, which is quite easily done through, especially this time of the year. It's a very difficult world we live in through COVID. We're sat there, we're bored, and it's easy to grab that bag of crisps, that bag of sweets when we're watching the telly. I'm not saying we're all doing it, hopefully we're not. But things that perhaps sometimes can help is to have a glass of water or look at an alternative. When you go shopping, try and look at, well, actually, if I'm going to be tempted to snack, is there any alternatives out there? Can I get some fruit? Can I get some nuts? Can I get some seeds? Can I buy something that's a little bit more healthier? For those of you that might be lucky enough to still be at work, I'm sure that perhaps some of you are perhaps overly busy. And again, with that in mind, you might be tempted to have to pick something up on the run. And there's very little shops open at the moment. And again, temptation perhaps to grab, a bar of chocolate, a bag of crisps instead of perhaps a banana, an apple, and a sandwich. Just think about your food choices. Excuse me, a bit dry throat myself. I should get some water. I should practice what I preach, shouldn't I? But anyway, as I say, without further ado, I did speak yesterday about using your fist apparently as a portion control, and we did get a little bit of feedback from a few members saying that was quite a good idea. There's also I said, could you eat well plate, which is readily available online if you Google it, and that will give you a guide of obviously the portion control for those of you that might need a little bit of guidance. I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that will be saying I'm telling them how to suck eggs because they know, but there are also others out there that would perhaps benefit from a little bit of guidance. But that goes both for weight gain. So, I'm not targeting people that are overweight, and I'm not targeting people that are underweight. We're all individual. I'm no Slim Jim myself, so I'm certainly not going to go and preach to people about that. All I'm saying is that if you need guides, buy it. There are aids out there that can assist you, and you can use the fist as a guide. I'm trying to do that myself. I'm trying to lose a pound or two myself, so I'm not practicing what I'm not saying what I'm not doing myself. So with that in mind, I'm just trying to guide people the same as these are the guides that I'm using personally myself. So try to increase the colour in your diet, which again I'm trying to do myself. Make sure your plate's nice and colourful. You've got greens on there as well as your meats. Trying to use your lean meats, or cut away the fat if possible on it. And again, that's a good way of making sure that you're eating reasonably healthy, even if it's cutting a bit of fat off your bacon, for instance. Or having your leaner meats like chicken, taking your skin off it. You can cook it with it. I'll take it on afterwards. And again, it's just a little bit leaner, and those little changes don't have to be major. Hopefully over time, and it's better to do it over time. There's no quick fixes to these things. There's no magic pills. I know there's plenty of people out there, especially at the moment, offering magic pills on the likes of Facebook. have this pill, you don't need to exercise, you know, and you'll lose a stone in 4 weeks and whatever. That's fine, but from my point of view, that you're either going to be stuck on the toilet to lose those pounds, or you're going to pile them straight back on, because if it's that easy to get them off, it's going to be easy to go back into old routines afterwards and thinking, well, you can go back and rely on the magic potions and pills. But they're not long term. At the end of the day, no magic pill is going to be there forever. You know, you've got to make these life-changing changes to you to benefit. So, you know, a little bit of exercise, a little bit of healthy eating. We all have bad days, but just make sure that they're not regular bad days. So it's just keeping consistency in it and getting straight back on track if you have a bad day. We all have a bad day. We all like to go to, you know, hopefully at Christmas we'll all be allowed to go to families. And you'll have a nice dinner, a nice pudding, and a couple of glasses of wine, a few beers, that's fine. But make sure, you know, once Christmas is over, you get back on track and think, right, okay, now's the time to get back on track, get back into it. Don't be too hard on yourself, get back into it and carry on, but make it long term and make it beneficial. And I say, just remember that trick about sometimes when you feel hungry, have a glass of water. If it goes off, it could well have been first, which is easily mistaken. And another way, if you're trying to reduce your calories, is to make sure you have a glass of water with your food and sip it in between, because that will help you fill up as you're eating, because you're putting water in between it, which again should help you feel fuller and be a way of letting yourself know when you're full. You know, you don't have to eat everything on your plate. You know, I know at one time, those of us of a certain age, you know, we left something on this plate when we were younger, parents would be complaining at us and saying, I didn't stand there and make it for you to waste it. But at the end of the day, things change, and you know, if we want to, if we are wanting to lose a few pounds, then, you know, there's nothing wrong with leaving a little bit if we're full, and it's just recognising when we're full and when we're not. Okay, as I say, I'm not here to preach to anybody in particular. As I say, I'm trying to lose a few pounds myself, so I'm not telling you anything that I'm not trying myself at the moment. And I hope you will have a good day. I hope that you've got a little bit of information from this. As I say, that there are other guides out there like the Eat Well plate, which is readily available through the likes of Google to search for it. And it just breaks it down. It breaks it up into like a pie on a plate, showing you the different sizes, you know, vegetables being your main one. Obviously, you know, they've got less calories in them, and normally your fruit and veg, you can increase on that without worrying too much. In your salads, it's just the hidden calories, like salad dressings and that, you need to be aware of. You know, put little on it, or find a low calorie alternative to the dressings if you prefer a bit of dressing on your salads, that sort of thing. But there's lots and lots of meals on there. I'm sure that the likes of YouTube and that, there's lots of guides on there about healthy eating, food preparation. You know, some people say if you prepare your food in advance for the day, if you can spend that few extra minutes in the morning to prepare it, or of an evening, then you're less likely to overindulge the following day or later that day. So, as I say, hope you find this information useful, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we'll be back to do some exercises shortly with you. And bye for now. Thank you.